Hi and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sam and today we are going on another little adventure because I went to Berlin for my birthday, Berlin, Germany, and it was absolutely wonderful. I saw so many things including Hunger Games filming locations, some really cool ones, and a lot of beautiful architecture such as the cathedral. I saw lots of high points like the Berlin Tower. It was such a fun little trip. Initially, because it was my birthday, we're going to do one of those extreme day trips, which is where people online have been traveling to a different country and they'll like fly in really early and leave really late. But then I was like, I'm an extreme overthinker. I don't think that's going to work for me because all I'll be able to think about is get back to the airport. So we were going to do one night. It ended up being cheaper doing 2 nights. So we travelled early on the first day, basically had a full day. Then we had my birthday, full day, and then we travelled late the next day. And we saw pretty much everything we wanted to see, all those Hunger Games filming locations, all the history. Like, I took history not only in my GCSEs, but for my A-levels, and the amount of time we spent on Germany, I needed to see it with my own eyes. The amount of times I wrote the Reighstag in my in my essays, I needed to actually go to it. And as you'll see in this video, I've become very obsessive with going to the dome of the Reichstag, which is basically, it was burnt down and it was used to like assert like hate against communists and stuff by Mr. H. And they rebuilt it and it's like a glass dome, it's like a memorial thing. And it's so cool. And I was obsessed with going to it. And we had such a hard time getting to it. Book it in advance. If you learn anything from this video, book the Reichstag in advance, okay? And if you don't worry. You might be able to get tickets if you go early to the booth thing, which I'll show you. Anyway, I'm rambling too much. It's been 2 minutes. Let's get into the footage of this time. The first day is the day before my birthday. Then it's my birthday. Then it's after that. So, yeah, I don't know why I had to clarify that. I'm rambling now. It's a really cool time. Definitely loved Berlin, but we'll talk more about that in the conclusion. Okay, let's go. Bye. So we are first heading off to the Reichstag building, which is the old government building. Let's go. Okay, so it was fully booked today, but here it is. We'll try again tomorrow. But yeah, that's a shame. But there's the dome, look. Very cool. Okay, we'll try again tomorrow. Let's go to the Berlin Gate next. Okay, let's go. Here we are at the Brandenburg Gate. So that was the Brandenburg Gate, and now we're on to the memoriam for all the Jewish people that were murdered, which is about 6 minutes away, so I'll see you there. So that was the memoriam. It's a very somber place, very cleverly designed as well. I think everyone should check it out when they're in Berlin and definitely go to the museum and read up on all the stories below it. off to check out Checkpoint Charlie. Not sure what these are, but they're very pretty. Now we found, you can't see it, a really big fat church, a big pink house, and then a really old building. They're really cool. My mum waited for about an hour to see these lights turn on. Very happy. Let's turn it down a bit, there we go. The lights have finally come on. It's beautiful. Okay, so it's day 2 and we're going to check the Reighstag again because someone online said that you can pick up, they hold like tickets behind in the office, so we're going to have a look if they've got any. After that we'll probably go to the Mall of Berlin, so I'll see you there. Let's go. With the Reighstag you want to book a week in advance, or you can just come here and they have some available left, so hopefully we can get in tomorrow. So if you want to visit here but you forgot to book in advance, then you can come over to this booth here, just follow these red signs here along the street next to it. And if they have availability, they hold about 100 tickets I think, so if you get there early you can get a free ticket from here in person without having to do all the online fact, because we forgot. So we're going in tomorrow at 10 to 11 now, so I'm very excited for that. But yeah, we're going in. We're here again. Okay, now we're going to the Mall of Berlin for the bookshop, so let's go. Now we're heading to some Hunger Games filming locations. I won't tell you what until I show you, okay? And then you've got to try and guess in the comments below. So these are the stairs that Tom Blythe, aka Snow, runs up when he's going to Dr. Gaule's lab. Right there. I'll play the clip after the one I did. Okay, let's go to the next place. For some reason I remember a scene where Snow runs up the stairs, but that I can't find it anywhere. It seemingly doesn't exist, so I think I imagined it. But here's the closest clip I could find. I'll show you the front of this one in a minute, but any guesses yet what this is from The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes? Also, look how beautiful the cathedral is. That is gorgeous. Wow, and it's such a lovely day as well. But yeah, guesses down in the comments. You've got 2 seconds. And the answer to what this is Heavensby Hall from Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So in the film they added a second kind of tier to this, I believe, and it's basically the hall where the reaping is done and they go and do all that stuff, you know. But yeah, there's Heavensby Hall. This is so cool. I love seeing Hunger Games in real life. And then of course the Magic Theatre. I don't know why they didn't put that in the film, but yeah, this is so cool. Heavensby Hall. I want to read the Hunger Games again now. Sorry, I'm obsessed. That's so cool. Decided to go up the cathedral, which was a mistake because there's like a million stairs, so we're eating an apple at the minute because we've got no water. My hair's a mess now, but yeah, we're this high up so far. Wish us luck. So next we're going to go pick up a swatch for my mum from the swatch shop, and then we'll be going to the Berlin Tower. Let's go! Now I have some frozen yogurt to try, or yogurt as we call it. I've never had this before, let's have a go. Just tastes like yogurt. Okay, let's go.
much acquired. Now we're going up there. The last stop of the day is the East Side Gallery, which is part of the Berlin Wall that's been left up, and they've done all art on it. So let's go have a look. So here is the Berlin Wall. It's very ugly on this side. The other side has all the murals, but this is all the typical graffiti, which I don't particularly like, but there it is. We'll go to the nice side in a minute. Side. We're not going to go too far down because it goes on for ages. But yeah, there's the pretty side. Third time we tried to get to the Reighstag, and we're actually going to get into it today, so let's go have a look at it. And here is the dome. We made it. Woo! Third time's the charm. But yeah, very excited. we are back here because apparently this is where the book burnings were, and we walked past it twice, so we're going to go look at it now. It's a hole in the ground with a bunch of empty bookcases, but it'd be interesting. So there's the mural. There's literally a hole in the ground. It's easy to walk past unless you see people actually looking down at it. It's very dirty, so I don't know if it showed up on camera very well, but basically it's a kind of hole in the floor. You see a white room and it's a bunch of empty bookcases, which is quite cool actually. So yeah, definitely recommend checking it out. Don't walk past it. It's in this little square, right in the middle, right there. But yeah, it was interesting. And this is where they all burned all the books, and there's the university right there. But yeah, I think we've pretty much seen everything we wanted to see now, so we're just waiting to go to the anatomy theatre. You'll see in a minute, you'll know what I'm on about. But that opens at 2 and it's only like 10 o'clock, so yeah. We're now heading to another Hunger Games location. Leave your guesses down below and we'll be there in a second. We're here. So here we are at Snow's classroom. Peter Dinklage sat right there. Tom Blythe sat, it's all reversed now. It's sat around here. So yeah, this is really cool. I'm in the actual classroom. I'm up on the balcony at the minute where they shot it. This is so cool. So cool. Very cool, very cool.
Okay, so that was my little vlog, my little adventure. I loved it. It was so good. We had such nice weather as well. It was surprisingly hot. Like, considering it's Europe, you would have thought it would have rained, but it was actually really nice weather. We got bright blue skies. It was boiling hot. Like, I feel like I got sunburned at one point. But yeah, it was just so brilliant. I think the highlight of my trip, if I'm not, my obvious choice would be the Hunger Games filming location, specifically the classroom. It was so cool being in the same space that Tom Blythe would have been in. I wish I could have gone somewhere where Rachel Zegler had been, but they were the three that I could find and felt worth going to. I really wanted to go to the underground, the Messedam underground, where Katniss is in Mockingjay, where they're running through that orange subway. But it was kind of really far out. It was like an hour out the way, and my mum was like, "We're not going all the way to see it underway." And I was like, "Please!" But no, we didn't. We weren't able to go there. But I would have loved that. But yeah, obvious favourite is the Hunger Games filming locations. I was obsessed. Then I think I really liked the cathedral. I thought it was stunning. The views from the top were really nice. I thought the stairs were very excessive. I think we need to modernise and put a lift in the cathedral. I'm joking. But there was a lot of stairs and they got really narrow towards the top. And when I was coming down, I was like, I'm not great with heights. And I was like, go really slowly down. And the poor couple behind me were like speeding down. Then they got to me and then they had to wait. And then eventually when I got halfway, I let them pass me. But I felt so bad. But the cathedral was so cool. We got lots of good food. We only really had one traditional German dish, which was the schnitzel, which I really wanted to try. And it didn't really taste of anything. It reminded me of like having frog legs in France, where people are like, it doesn't have any taste. And they just put like garlic all over it, because with the schnitzel it's like fried pork or something, and they give you like a really hard blob of garlic butter, and that's the only real taste it has, is if you spread that into it. Other than that, it tastes of nothing. So I wasn't too impressed with that. I loved the little potato slices. They were so greasy, probably really bad for you, but they tasted delicious. And then my mum's one was like kind of a little pick and mix of like different German meats, so that kind of fulfilled us. And then the next day for my birthday, I really wanted like Japanese sushi food. I was really craving sushi, so we went and had that. I ordered a beef ramen and they gave me a mushroom one, and I was too awkward to be like, excuse me, this is the wrong dish. I'm like, you've cooked it now, I may as well eat it. And it was okay. I'm not a massive fan of mushrooms, but it was okay. And then the next day we had the most delicious Italian food. I had pizza and it was so good. Sat next to the river as well. It was just a beautiful day. We were sat under a nice umbrella. We were in a comfy seat with a pizza. It felt very luxurious. Went to a lot of bookshops. I say bookshops, I'm in two, but they were massive. The Thalia bookshop is definitely worth going to in the Mall of Berlin. There's like, it's basically two stores in one, because you have the German side and the English side. The German side is where all the beautiful books are. So I'm a bit like jealous of that. But the English side had some American covers that I wanted, such as The Survivor Wants to Die at the End by Adam Silvera. So I was very happy to get that. And I got a little Hunger Games merch, which I wasn't expecting. I got a little pencil case with Sunrise on the Reaping. I think it was from Unbroken Bounding or something like that. But the bookshops were very cool. I love seeing all the Percy Jackson covers. You might have noticed that in the video. I was like showing every single one because I wanted to be able to come back and look at them. And I did actually buy the Nico one, and I also bought the newest Percy Jackson. I can't point on this, it's really hard. And that one over there. So I did buy those two. And I brought the Axio one as well. I can't remember what it was called, but it was like the yellow one, the nice blue spine. Anyway, I'm rambling, but this is my video. But with it. But no, what else did I like? I liked all the history. Obviously, the Reighstag, we finally got into it. It took 3 tries. The first day we went, they were like, we thought you just walked in. So we walked into the security area, and the woman followed us like, excuse me, do you have tickets? We were like, oh, we're not supposed to just walk into the security check. Okay, we'll go find tickets. And she's like, no, it's sold out for the week. You have to book an event. And we're like, oh, okay. And I was like really disappointed. And then we got back to the hotel and we were just frantically Googling it. And someone online on Reddit said that they hold like 100 tickets back for each slot if you find the tourist information center. But then when you Google the tourist information center, it just shows you a building that's not been built yet. Like they're planning to build this big tourist information center, so it's kind of like, it doesn't exist, where we get it? But eventually we found the booth. It was like this tiny square office, and we finally found it and we got a ticket. But we couldn't go on my birthday, we had to go the day after because they ran out for that day as well. So we're very lucky to get it, and I'm very happy that we did. I became very obsessive and we got it, so I'm very happy with that. It was very cool. What else? The Berlin Gate, obsessed. It's such a peaceful atmosphere. And one thing that came to me was seeing the diversity of the people around the area, because the Berlin Gate now is like a symbol of peace and serenity and stuff. And it just really feels that way because there's so many different people from so many different backgrounds. And I'm just thinking, like, we beat Mr. H. If Mr. H, I'm saying that because it's YouTube, if Mr. H saw this, I like to think that he'd be disgusted, because it shows that we're doing amazing. Like, because but yeah, that's one thing I just really loved, seeing all the diversity of all the different people from all different areas in this one place, and it felt very nice. The memorial to the murdered Jewish people, oh my god, so it gets you. You don't expect it to get you, and then you start walking through it and you see, like, because it's built on a hill and all the columns are different sizes, and it's supposed to represent like getting lost and the feelings of the Jews when they were being separated in these camps and stuff. And it's so brilliantly done. Like, you do see people fading in and out further down, or sometimes people walk out in front of you, like, where did you come from? There was one point where I walked away from my mum and then it took me a minute to find her. Like, it was so well done, well crafted, and it really tugged at you. And then we happened across that there was a museum underneath it. We didn't know, we just found the entrance and we're like, let's go in. And it's just full of stories of other people, and you need to go and experience that if you're in Berlin. It's really impactful. The TV tower, I kind of was unimpressed with the big spire with the observation deck. I've been to a lot of them now because I've had the privilege to go to a lot of different places, and it's not the best. It's very much like they want as many people up, and they don't want you to spend lots of time up there, so there's nowhere really to sit and just kind of observe things. There's lots of information around the side, which was good, but it's so crowded that you barely get to read any of it or like see any of the map, because there's just people all the way around, because it's such a small space. And yeah, it kind of felt a bit disappointing. Like, it was nice to see the parts out the window that we could. There wasn't particularly that much to look at either, unless if you weren't on the main side where the gate and stuff was. They can't really help that. But yeah, it's just, I think it's probably because I went on the CN Tower this year and that was so amazing that I'm like, Berlin Tower, TV Tower, you don't hold up. But I've been talking for 10 minutes, so I should let you go. I'm so sorry, but I just wanted to time capsule all my thoughts. But yeah, it was absolutely brilliant trip. Love Berlin. Not sure if I'd go back. I feel like I've seen everything I wanted to see, other than the odd filming location for the Hunger Games. But yeah, on to the next adventures, which should be coming very soon. There's some very exciting big adventures coming soon, so I'm very excited for you to see that. So if you like this video and you've got this far, let me know down in the comments what you really like seeing, and anything that you perhaps want to see, or things that you have seen that you thought perhaps I should go back and see. But yeah, leave a like, comment and subscribe, turn on the notification bell, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Mwah! Thank you. Bye.